We're there? All there? Oh, thank you, darling. Okay. What we're going to do is a little meditation because June's mummy has been very old and is dying. And then this morning she happened to mention that she's dying, what to do. So I said, well, you know what, why not send... So we worked out her sister and her daughter were, right, June? Yes. Yeah, we're going to be there. She's in Brisbane. So I said, send this link of Lama Zopa on YouTube. It's an audio file of Lama Zopa singing the Medicine Buddha mantra. So somehow she sent the link, and then the sister played it, and the daughter played it, and the daughter was with her, and then she died. So I kind of figured these holy beings got the power to kind of just zap the mind at a subtle level. And as Lama Zopa says, when we're needed most is when the person's dying. So it was like the perfect timing. I mean, I can't tell you. Wow. It's like the best way to die. So like and the power of the Buddhas and the power of these holy beings and these sounds of these mantras. I know I was mentioning a story. I told Judy, June, Jane, John, Joan, June, I know. One friend of mine in Sydney was deeply in a coma in the ICU in Sydney, in this hospital in Sydney. I go every night and say a few prayers in her ear. You know, she was out of it. They didn't think she'd come out. And then she happened to know some lamas. They'd stayed in her house in the 80s, Tsong Sakya Rinpoche, and also Sakya Trinzen. So anyway, I said, I told students of theirs to do prayers for Judy. So I, when in the hospital, did prayers, and every now and again I'd say in her ear, like a loud whisper, Judy, Tsongsa Khyentse Rinpoche is praying for you. Judy, His Holiness Sakya Trinzen is praying for you. Every now and again. So anyway, she came out of the coma eventually, a couple of weeks later, all perky and happy. And the only thing she could recall from those weeks in a coma was this voice. She had no idea it was me, saying exactly those words. And you hear so many stories like that, because that's the subtle consciousness. We'll talk more about the death process. It's really fascinating the way Buddhism talks about it. Your subtle mind. Because once you stop breathing, now even when you're in a coma, it's like when you're in a dream. It's your subtle consciousness, you know. And then when you stop breathing, then even 3 days, your subtle consciousness is still there. So the subtle mind, I mean, you hear so many stories like that, you know. So somehow for Helen Eggleton. So we're going to do Medicine Buddha for lucky Helen. If you're going to die, you might as well die with a nice person like that helping you on the way. Like that duck. I told you about the duck, didn't I? Duck. The duck family, oh yeah. In Kathmandu, driving on the ring road, this chaotic ring road in Kathmandu with the cows and the bulls and the trucks, you know, and this woman driving me and Lama Zopa to the stupa, and then she somehow ran over this family of ducks. And all mummy and all the baby ducks got away except for one baby duckling, little baby duck, on the middle of the ring road. There's Lama Zopa for half an hour doing this special practice to try and transfer the consciousness of the duck to a pure land, you know. So what a lucky duck, you know, what a way to die. and the little duck was completely destroyed. His little body, his little heart was going, you could see his little heart out of its body just about, boink, boink. And there's Lama Zopa 30 minutes doing this intense tantric practice to help us transfer its little consciousness to a pure land. I thought, wow, what a lucky duck, you know. So lucky Helen, lucky duck. May we die like that. And then just grab your consciousness and take you straight to a pure land or to get a decent human rebirth, you know. So we're going to just do a little bit of Medicine Buddha. The mantra's on page 64. So we'll just do the visualization, just really easy going. Medicine Buddha looks like the regular Buddha, looking like a monk, but he's dark blue. So you just visualize in the sky in front of us, on a lotus. Who's talking? Oh, the people, okay. So in front of us, light body, radiant light body, dark blue, sitting on a lotus. It's just like the Buddha, but he's got a begging bowl, but it's got kind of like medicine plants in it, you know. And we visualize, we just imagine there's Helen, wherever she is now. Her mind could be still in the body. We don't know how long they kept the body. Or she could be in the intermediate state, waiting for a new rebirth to kind of, a new mummy and daddy to pop into bed or something. Or maybe the Pure Land, she might even be there already. And then we think of anybody we know who's sick. So even if you want to think of anybody now, we say their names, okay? So we have them all. So say names of people you want to pray for, who have died recently or who are sick. Just say names now. Just say them all out so we can all hear. And we visualize wherever they are now, they're conscious, whether in the body still, whether they've left, whether in the intermediate state, whether in another rebirth. We're going to invoke the power of all the Buddhas in the form of Medicine Buddha, and we're going to send powerful light. We imagine powerful radiant laser beams of light coming from his heart, going out and touching these beings, and then we think in ones in particular, and then all of us, and then all sentient beings of the universe, all the animals, all the creatures, all the hell beings, all the spirits, all the hungry ghosts, all the suffering sentient beings pervading the universe. Every single one wanting happiness, everyone not wanting suffering. And the light goes out from the medicine Buddha's heart to all these directions, hitting into them, taking away all their suffering and giving them everything they need. Thinking like this strongly, praying so strongly as we recite the mantra. So maybe if you haven't had the mantra before, just get the oral transmission from me. So I'll just read it as you can see the words there on 64, Medicine Buddha. Just repeat it after me. Ta ta. Om. Bekanze. Bekanze. Maha. Bekanze. So there are two, another Bekanze or just only one? Because sometimes you have one.
Just one.
Okay. Ranza. Samungate. Swaha. Tata. Om. Bekanze. Bekanze. Ranza. Oh no, it's not. Tata Om Bekanze Beke. Maha Bekanze. Ranza. Samungate. Swaha. Tata. Om. Bekanze. Bekanze. Maha. Bekanze. Ranza. Samungate. Swaha. So we can also just chant it nicely, you know. So we just chant it, and you can read it and chant it, and this light beams, powerful white light beams going out, entering to the hearts of all these people, transforming, taking away all their suffering, giving them everything they need. And if they've died or are dying, may they get a perfect human rebirth or go straight to Buddha's Pure Land. And we'll talk about all this later. We'll just try to chant it. Tata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Ranza Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. Tayata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Ranza Samungate Swaha. So now we imagine, keep all the sentient beings there, purified, and you know, now we imagine that Medicine Buddha just melts into blue light. It comes to our crown first, just visualize him coming to sit above our heads. Just imagine that. Sitting above our head, facing the same way as us. And then he very happily dissolves into blue light and absorbs through our crown. And then we imagine, you know, the Buddha, body, speech and mind of the Buddha. And this also, we have a spiritual teacher, we think it's their body, speech and mind as well. And our body, speech and mind completely become one. They merge. We're filled with this blissful blue light, thinking the body, speech and mind of the Buddha and mine are the same. So now just imagine this kind of energy, your own body, speech and mind energy, no form, no thoughts, just expands. Imagine this, to fill the universe. Imagine this. My true nature, manifesting. But so now we think, now that we're the Buddha, but we have to help sentient beings, so we have to manifest to benefit them. So now all these sentient beings that are there, blessed already, now we imagine that we as the medicine Buddha, we send from our hearts. We don't look like the medicine Buddha, we just imagine medicine Buddhas at our heart. And then we send millions of medicine Buddhas out, entering into the hearts of all these people, the ones we thought about, and everybody else, transforming all of them, taking away all their suffering, giving them all their happiness. And then as we keep saying the mantra, eventually then we visualize them all turning into their medicine Buddha. They all turn into their own Buddha, because every one of them possesses this potential. Just visualize the millions of medicine Buddhas going out, entering into all of them as we say the mantra a few more times. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Taya ta om bekanze maha bekanze ranza samungate svaha. Imagine how they're all turned into medicine Buddha, their own true nature manifesting. How fantastic. So now imagine they all dissolve into blue light from all the directions, all of them, and they all dissolve into blue light and they all enter into me, imagining enhancing even more brilliantly our own true nature of Buddhahood. Just imagine that. Okay, so now we can do some, just do some dedication prayers. June, can you pass me your book, precious? And I'll tell you the page to do some. These are prayers we'll do quite a few times. Rinpoche gave us the essence of all the different dedication prayers. There are 5 he said we should do. So well, let's do them tonight. And we dedicate all the merit we've created, all the virtue we've created so far, all the things we've been doing, the efforts we've been making, the way we've been helping each other, helping our minds, all the things we've been thinking about, dedicating all of this to all these suffering sentient beings, to Helen and to everybody else's beloveds and to all sentient beings. And the prayers are, I always get confused where they are. Dedication prayers. There's 2 different places, but I think the part 5, dedication prayers, in the first chapter, 5 central dedication prayers, page 158. So we'll just say these together, and then we'll talk about these as time goes by. I'll explain things. Okay, you got them? We'll just listen to the words or recite with me, one or the other. Page 158. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, which is this amazing aspiration to want to benefit sentient beings and never stop becoming a Buddha to help them, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of myself and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of myself and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, which are empty from their own side, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve medicine Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment which is empty from its own side as quickly as possible by myself alone. Whatever dedication the victorious ones gone to bliss of the 3 times have admired as best, I shall also perfectly dedicate in the same way all these roots of virtue, so that I may perform good works. Because of the past, present, and future merit created by me and by the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and sentient beings, may I, my family, students, and all sentient beings be able to actualize completely in this very lifetime Lama Tsongkhapa's path of unified sutra and tantra, which is pure like refined gold. And may this pure teaching of Lama Tsongkhapa spread in all directions and flourish forever. So that's it. Good night. And if we do wake up in the morning, if you don't, we'll say some prayers for you. You'll be fine. We'll take care of you. We'll say some prayers. Put Lama Zopa in your ear and we'll zap you to a pure land. And if you do wake up, then we'll keep on going, won't we? We'll see each other and we'll walk up the mountain or fly up, one or the other. Got another customer in the helicopter tomorrow. How many of us tomorrow? We're going to fit. Who's sitting in the, who's in the, one? Quite a few. We've got 2 helicopters, have we?
We've got at least 1. I just have to confirm it.
Let's hope, yeah. Well, we can book some more if you want. Okay.
The trek turns into a helicopter to ride up to Lawudo.
Okay, so also just try and, so when you go to sleep, as you put your head on the pillow, make a decision to try and see your dreams as dreams. This is really beneficial because it's just subtle consciousness and it's way more powerful. As we progress as meditators, our subtle mind becomes super powerful, super capable. That's the level of our mind where we can have clairvoyance and all these things. So, you know, as His Holiness said, if you can remember that you're dreaming as you're dreaming, try and remember to meditate. And if you can meditate on emptiness, best of all. So give it a go. You never know. And then the other one is when you wake up in the morning, if you wake up in the morning, this is always a joke because we think we will wake up in the morning, but we are impermanent. We could die tonight, just like Helen did. So if we wake up in the morning, we should the practice is to wake up and go, I can't believe it. I'm still alive. My petrol tank of morality hasn't run out yet, because that's the main cause karmically from our past virtue. So you remember, that's the first second, and as soon as you come back into consciousness, the first thing is you practice, you remember impermanence. And then you think, I'm going to make the most of today, go up the mountain, keep practicing, blah, blah, blah. So then you put your whole day in the right direction. Okay?
Sorry, you said that if we have dreams,
when you notice you're dreaming, while at the time you're dreaming, it's very auspicious to be conscious that you're dreaming while you're dreaming. And then if you remember, best to meditate. Try and do some meditation. And best of all, on emptiness would be fantastic. So tell yourself when you go to sleep, before you hit the pillow, may I see my dreams as deep, and may I remember to meditate. You never know. I mean, the mind is powerful. Some of us can do that. I know as a child I could do that all the time. Some people can do that even as they get older. I can't do it now, but I used to do it as a kid. I always have, suddenly a green doctor's bed would appear, velvet, when I didn't like the dream. And I'd lie down and count 10 and wake up. That was my method. Yes, Chuck.
It was interesting. Almost to a person at our table for breakfast this morning, several of us talked about our dreams, and almost to a person, there was conflict in our dreams.
That's a good sign. Ego being smashed. Excellent. The more violence, the better in dreams. That's really good. No, really, it can be a very good sign.
And I have one request. If I should not wake up in the morning, I want to go in a pickup truck if it's good enough for...
Lama Yeshi. We can find you a pickup truck, we'll do that. Okay, good enough. Okay, people. Good night.